You're watching Newstainment Television.
Vande Mataram to all. What happens is, in today's time in a country, we have really two big issues. So if we talk about the pre-370 article, the terrorism was the biggest issue with us. Fortunately now things are under control under the regime. But the second issue is narcotics. And when narcotics and terrorism, when they come together, it becomes a very unholy nexus, which is called as narcoterrorism. For us, for the youngsters and for the teenagers, it's very simple, consumption of drugs. Sadly, the social media, some kind of OTT platforms, who try to glorify this kind of thing. In fact, the other day I just saw a series where you tend to have Stockholm syndrome. You tend to have liking for the gangsters, and that was very bad, basically bad trend what we are seeing. Youngsters following XYZ gangsters who are making moolah out of selling drugs. So and that was very much prevalent in Mumbai, Maharashtra also. We see some kind of gangsters which are coming in. So that also, when we had discussion regarding the book also, I saw that, and Manish has aptly covered those kind of gangs, what we had, who were operating in Mumbai. Initially we see movies, and in movies we know some kind of gangsters, bald gangsters wearing lot amount of, ridiculous amount of gold, sitting on golden thrones and all those things. What we see in movie. But for my surprise, when I came to NCB, few of the jokers are really doing those things.
So we witnessed all of that.
And those were really gangsters, who had history of beating up police guys, who had history of stroking communal violences, making a crore of rupees, having bed where money is spread, enjoying those kind of sadistic pleasure kind of things. So those gangs were really present, and I think so Manish has rightly covered those kind of gangs. Then coming back to the topic what I was speaking regarding the youngsters consuming drugs. So basically what they were doing is, they don't know, watching OTT, peer pressure and all those things, they think consumption of drug is very cool. But they don't know the dynamics behind that. The dynamic is, when you consume drugs, you purchase drugs of course, and the money what you give in, where does this money land up exactly? This money goes outside the country, through Hawala and all those kind of things. It lands up in the enemical country, the people who are supplying drugs. So the same money which we give as pocket money to our children, it lands up in the hands of the enemical countries and enemical people. So the same money is being used for anti-Indian activities out here. Killing our soldiers, attacking our police, creating bomb blasts and all those kind of things, So we need to tell the kids also. It's not merely fun, it's not getting the so-called high. It is you're doing an offense which is, bolstering terrorism kind of activity. Coming to the second point which Manish has also covered in our discussion, the new trend called as, dark web, where basically anonymity is the USP. What happens is, our kid of younger generation, they are very tech savvy, we all know. Parents don't know what the kids are doing. So what they do is, most of them, they download Tor. There is an app called as Tor. So when they download it, they are having access to the dark web. And when you go to the dark web, there you find everything, right? From your organs to drugs. Each and everything. Anybody wants to buy AK-47, you have that. Anybody wants to buy kidney, you have that. Anybody wants to buy an heart, you have that. Anybody wants to buy drugs, all prakar ke drugs. I'm not talking about merely charas, ganja and all those things what we hear. So there the payment is made by cryptocurrency. Again, that is very dangerous. There is no control on that, no KYC required. So people don't know, the law enforcement agencies, people don't know who is the buyer and who is the sender. It is generally coming from outside countries, from North American countries, European countries. So basically, it's a very dangerous trend. We are stalking at an enemy which is a faceless enemy. So now, during my generation, my parent generation, during my schooling, we know only charas and ganja and all those kind of drugs. So the kind of drug which is coming from outside is really, not many people might have heard about it. What is DAB? What is LSD? What is lysergic acid? What is fentanyl? So these kind of drugs are coming up. And if you don't stop it now, it will be a very, very big problem for us in next 10 years. Because in city like Mumbai, when you target these people, they are very, very mighty, rich and mighty. I'm talking about, I don't want to take names out here. They are mighty in the sense of money, they are mighty in the sense of power, they are mighty in the sense of social standing. So you try to target them, they come after your families, they come after your career, they come after your integrity. If nothing breaks in, then you start put allegations on you and try to move you. And at points I've seen them, 17 years I've completed my service out here. At that point, they kind of overpower you. And they try to move you out of the city and all those things. They are successful also sometimes. So how to deal with this kind of enemy? So the only thing is awareness. Law enforcement agency, we try to do that. No, I think so after XYZ case, everybody knows consumption of drug is also a crime. So now awareness is there and Manish is doing a wonderful job. I hope the kind of chapters what he has covered, very much in details. It's a fictional, I think so, Manish.
Based on true incidents. Of course, it's not completely fictional. Written in a fictional way.
Absolutely. So most of the thing he has covered, especially regarding cryptocurrencies, bitcoins, the kind of gangs, the kind of gangsters. Apart from them, the money flow what he has covered. So it will be a good awareness kind of a thing for the youngsters, for the parents also. And my wishes with you, Manish. And I expect to bring out more such kind of series. Because one book won't be enough for this. The kind of enemy we are facing is one book won't be enough. So we will come up with more kind of series like that. My wishes with you and all the very best. Vande Mataram to all of you. Thank you.